Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we are going to be doing the last of the 2023 The Rising event quest, Preserving the Future. Nanji desires more information for Louis Swall's biography. You'll continue accompanying me then? Wonderful. Come, let's head to the Drowning Wench to discuss our next move. Our research proceeds apace so far. We've even learned things not found in literature. But tell me, based on what you've heard from our interviewees, what is your opinion of Louis Swall? I agree. He possessed great leadership. If not, he couldn't have established the framework to realize his plans, no matter how brilliant they may have been. What struck me was how grateful the interviewees were to Louis Swall for bringing their nations together in cooperation. It was nothing short of necessary for our survival. Yet, in knowing this, I can't help but wonder, in his capacity as a tactician, it seems to me he had done more than enough by devising a plan and facilitating its execution. He went far beyond that, risking life and limb on the front lines for a land not his own. Perhaps he needed to be there for the ritual, perhaps he felt a sense of duty. Even so, as noble as it is to desire to help others, what good is it if you end up sacrificing yourself? What was it that compelled Louis Swall to go to Carteneau, and what went through his mind as the battle unfolded? In order to do his biography justice, I feel I need to know these things. Louis Swall had people near him at the time. Perhaps he shared words with them in his final moments. Words that can provide insights. I'm going to begin searching for such individuals, assuming they exist. Sorry, friends, but I can help but overhear your conversation. Just so happens I know a bloke has served among Louis Swall's guard at Carteneau. Surely you know someone who's with him? Aye, and as far as I'm aware, he wasn't keeping this fact a secret, just for good measure, though. Why do you want to speak with him? Louis Swall biography. In that case, I reckon the bloke will be willing to cooperate. Orn Gwyncomb's his name, and he is a lieutenant of the Maelstrom. After the Calamity, he turned to adventuring so as to be a greater help to the common folk. A Maelstrom officer turned adventurer? We'd be most keen to speak with him. Where might he be found? When Orn dropped in the other day, he said that he had business at the Morby dry docks. If you're lucky, he might be... as he's still there. Understood, we're in your debt. We can't let this chance pass us by. Let's take ourselves to the dry docks at once. Right, where could Orn be? In hindsight, we should have asked what he looks like. His name would suggest he's a Midlander, but One other word to make inquiries. Let's put up for the task and meet again here. So I'm gonna ask around to find this guy. Oh, because you screwed up. Sorry, but I'm willing to just start helping out here. I'm still learning our customers' names. Couldn't say if it's the person you're after, but a man did come by earlier. He appeared to be an adventurer. He brought a Nemea lily. He bought a Nemea lily that we're currently trialing. Looking for an Orn Gwynacum, you say? Don't know anyone by that name, I'm afraid. Did walk by an unfamiliar figure just now, though, over by the mark of the spinner. He had a flower in his hand, so he caught my eye. Orn, as it happens, I spoke with him just earlier. Said they wanted to buy flowers, so I directed him to a vendor. Not sure where he is as of now, though. There you are. Were you able to learn anything? So a man who could be Orn bought into Mia Lily, then went to the Mask of the Spinner? If we hurry there, we might be able to find him. Let's go. Well, this music fits the title of Legendary. Beg your pardon, sir, but are you Lieutenant Orn Wincombe? I haven't been a lieutenant for years, but aye, that's me. What can I do for you? I realize this is sudden, but... So you're reading Louis Swall's biography. You want to hear my account of someone who's near on hand at Carteneau? There's a reason that you're here too. The warrior of light who led us to victory in Operation Archon. Very well. I will tell you my fate. Now then, where to begin? As you know, the battle was fought over the land where Dalamud was expected to fall. In the beginning, neither side was able to gain the upper hand, but when the Imperials deployed their Magitech armor, our ranks were thrown into disarray. Those charged with protecting Louis Swall, like me, could only watch the carnage from afar. And though our forces managed to hold on out thanks to the adventurers' contingent, we sustained grievous casualties. But the real tragedy is what followed. As Dalamud hurtled toward us, it began shedding fragments of itself before finally bursting open to unleash the primal Bahamut. As all below looked on in shock, the battle completely forgotten, Bahamut took wing and spewed fire all over the land. Men in Magitech armor alike were set ablaze and sent flying like so many insects. I only realized I had stopped breathing when a commanding voice broke my trance. You've done enough, Louis Swall told us. Now fly and save yourselves. But like my fellow guards, I wanted to remain. I couldn't charge into battle beside my comrades. At the very least, I would do my duty here and protect Louis Swall to the last. But upon seeing us standing there and not making a move, Louis Swall smiled and spoke thus. If you'd give your lives to protect something, then protect my hopes. Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope, bright and brilliant. So live, I bid you, and be among those who bear the light for others to follow. Those words awakened us to a greater purpose. If there was hope in my living, then I would live as Louis Swall bid. No matter what, I would survive, and so together with my fellows I began making my retreat. Alas, we hadn't gotten far when an explosion erupted and sent us sprawling. I struggled to my feet just in time to see the enormous, menacing silhouette of Bahamut, looming over Louis Swall, and the next instant he was enveloped in light. And that was the last I remember of him. Louis Swall's final moment. Amidst that light, he looked to be smiling. What he was thinking in that moment I couldn't say, but one thing is certain. We, all of us, are alive thanks to him. Following the calamity, it is reported that Louis Swall had defeated Bahamut and set upon the land's miraculous generation. Do you believe this is the truth? Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope. What we've learned has reaffirmed my belief. The belief that Louis Swall was not an all-powerful savior one reads about in tales, but merely an ordinary man. But that man never forsook Eorzea. No, he stood for his realm to the last, he and countless other brave souls, and saved it from becoming a scorched waste. Against unimaginable adversity, he fought, and at the cost of his life, paved the way to a brighter future for us all. The least I can do in return is tell his story. Spread his message that where there is life, there is hope. Shit. Probably something about thank you. You care to offer a prayer as well? The prayer that the light of hope which Louis Swall preserved shall ever burn bright? Allow me to thank you again for recounting your experience to us. Nay, 'tis I who owes you thanks for giving me the chance to share Louis Swall's words. All these years I've avoided speaking the moment of his passing out of respect, but we're not due to take the tale to my grave. Through the biography, it is my hope that his spirit will live on in all of us. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I shall resume my pilgrimage to the marks wherever your travels take you. Wherever your travels take you, I shall be praying for your safety. Mia Lily is the symbol of safe passage. As Louis Swall stood there in Carteneau, I wonder if he likewise prayed for someone's safety. At any rate, these interviews have yielded everything I'd hoped for and more. Come, let's return to Ul'dah. I'll have your reward for you at Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. This one feels considerably shorter than the previous portion of this chain. There you are. I ended up troubling you longer than I had intended, but it was truly a fruitful series of interviews. How fortunate we could hear from those who lived that fateful time. While I still have many questions, the biography is beginning to take shape in my mind. I also feel as though I've retained a measure of closure. Louis Swall fought us simply as one of us, and he made the ultimate sacrifice. That hope might endure. This I've come to realize and appreciate thanks to everyone's heartfelt testimonies. Now then, but last but not least, I'd like to ask for your thoughts on something. According to Orn, Louis Swall smiled in his final moments. As he was enveloped in light, what do you imagine he held in his mind? I see. I appreciate your thoughts. As I pen the biography, I'll be certain to remember your words. Well, sad though it is time for us to part ways. I'll set to work on the draft, and I won't rest until the biography goes to print. Thank you for all your help, my friend. I couldn't have come this far without you. And so that was the Rising Event Quest Preserving the Future. I'd like to thank all who decided to watch this video here on YouTube. Hopefully you had a wonderful day, wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully you'll come by and view us again either on one of our many streams over on Twitch, or maybe one of our other videos here on YouTube. Till then, though, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.